In an unprecedented move, both the British and German governments have issued strong warnings to their citizens about traveling to the United States, following a surge in detentions of European visitors at U.S. borders. The travel advisories come in response to a wave of alarming reports about British and German nationals facing unexpected detention, aggressive interrogations, and even deportation after routine passport checks. The crackdown appears to be part of U.S. President Donald Trump's hardline immigration policies, which have intensified in 2025. The UK Foreign Office recently revised its official travel advice for the US, explicitly warning that breaking any visa or entry rules could lead to arrest or detention. The updated guidance warns that citizens should comply with all conditions of entry. The guidance also warns that authorities in the US set and enforce entry rules strictly and that Brits may be liable to arrest or detention if they break the rules. Previously, the British travel guidance simply stated that the US enforces its immigration policies, a far less severe warning. The timing of the update aligns with media reports of UK citizens being detained for extended periods upon arrival at US airports. Germany followed suit, strengthening its own travel advisory, emphasizing that even having a valid visa or an ESTA, visa waiver program, does not guarantee entry. According to the German Foreign Ministry, multiple German citizens have been blocked from entering the US, some of whom were detained for weeks before being sent back home. A spokesperson for the German Foreign Ministry stated that U.S. border authorities have the ultimate authority to determine whether an individual is allowed entry into the country. While the German government has not issued an official travel warning, the recent detentions of German tourists and legal U.S. residents have sparked significant concerns regarding U.S. border enforcement policies. According to stories published by deters, several European travelers have faced harsh detentions upon arrival in the U.S., with legal residents and tourists alike being held for extended periods without clear explanations. A legal U.S. resident was detained at a Boston airport after returning from a trip abroad, despite holding a valid green card since 2007. He endured hours of intense questioning, was denied basic necessities, and was later hospitalized due to deteriorating health. Weeks into his detention, no formal charges have been issued, leaving his legal team and family searching for answers. Meanwhile, a German tourist visiting his fiancée in the U.S. was stopped at the border after a short trip to Mexico, accused of visa violations, and held in an overcrowded detention center for 2 weeks before being deported without a clear explanation. In another case, a Berlin-based tattoo artist attempting to enter the U.S. from Mexico was detained for 6 weeks after border agents found her tattooing equipment. Officials suspected she intended to work illegally, despite a lack of evidence, and she was ultimately deported without an opportunity to contest the allegations. These incidents highlight a growing pattern of strict and unpredictable immigration enforcement under current U.S. policies, affecting not only undocumented migrants but also legal residents and visa holders. The aggressive detention of European travelers comes as part of President Trump's renewed immigration crackdown, which has included stricter visa vetting for travelers from visa-free countries, increased scrutiny of legal residents, green card holders, upon re-entry, longer detention periods with fewer legal protections, and expanded border security measures targeting travelers from Europe and Canada. In one extreme case, a French scientist was denied entry after U.S. border agents searched his phone and found text messages criticizing the president, which they allegedly deemed a terrorist threat. Such incidents highlight growing concerns over arbitrary enforcement and the erosion of legal protections for international travelers attempting to enter the United States. While Canada has not yet updated its U.S. travel advisory, reports have surfaced of Canadians being detained under similar circumstances. A woman from British Columbia was held in an ICE detention center for 2 weeks after attempting to enter the U.S. while waiting for her work visa renewal. She was given no clear reason for her detention beyond vague accusations of incorrect paperwork. With growing reports of unjustified detentions, European governments have been forced to intervene on behalf of their citizens. The German Foreign Ministry has formally requested explanations from U.S. authorities about why its citizens are being detained, while British officials have stepped in to assist detained nationals. However, with Trump's immigration policies tightening, it remains unclear whether diplomatic pressure will be enough to stop the harsh enforcement measures at U.S. borders. With no guarantee of entry, even for visa holders and green card residents, many European travelers are reconsidering plans to visit the U.S. The revised British and German travel advisories serve as a warning to all travelers. Even if you follow the rules, you could still find yourself in an ICE detention center for days, weeks, or even months. President Trump's administration has enacted significant immigration reforms, primarily through Executive Order 14,159, which expands expedited removals, restricts public benefits for undocumented immigrants, and penalizes those who fail to register. The order also increases hiring for immigration enforcement agencies and strengthens partnerships between federal and local law enforcement. Additionally, federal funding has been cut from sanctuary jurisdictions that do not comply with immigration enforcement efforts, while criminal prosecutions for immigration-related offenses have risen. These policies have sparked legal and public opposition. The administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act to justify mass deportations, particularly of Venezuelan nationals, has drawn legal challenges over due process violations. Reports of deportations based on minimal evidence, such as tattoos linked to gang affiliations, have raised human rights concerns. Public protests against these immigration policies continue, while several measures, including the birthright citizenship order, remain blocked in court. Concurrently, President Trump's trade policies have sparked global economic tensions. The administration's imposition of tariffs on major trading partners, including China, Canada, and Mexico, has led to retaliatory measures, disrupting international trade dynamics. These actions have contributed to significant outflows from global equity funds, with investors expressing concerns over potential economic slowdowns. Critics argue that these trade conflicts threaten the stability of the global economy and have strained diplomatic relations, leading to growing unpopularity of U.S. policies abroad. Your perspective matters. What do you make of Trump's crackdown on German and UK travelers? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the Current Affairs channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.